Hello and welcome to the CSF 3103 lab series. This is lab 5. In this lab, we are going to capture HTTP and HTTPS traffic using TCP DOM and examine the captured traffic using Wireshark and NetworkMiner. So let's log in to the security onion username, HTTP. Password, let me in, capital L. So let's go to the terminal. And what we are going to do here, we're going to create a directory, and we're going to call it Lab05, okay, in the ACT home directory. Let me just close this browser. Let's go to the terminal. So we're going to create a directory, call it Lab5. Okay, Lab05, and that would be because I logged in as ACT, automatically I will be in the ACT homes directory. So Lab5, and then I'm going to change directory from my current directory to be inside Lab5 directory. All right, if I do ls, it's empty, nothing in there. Okay, so then what I will use the TCP DOM command to capture the traffic that I will generate. All right. So now let me go to the let me just use the command now, and then I will go to the Chromium browser, the web browser, to go to the website that I would like to capture the traffic from. Right. So go sudo TCP DOM -I. So this here where to specify the interface. All right. So before I do that, let me just go to ifconfig just to see the available interfaces. All right. So here, if I go up a little bit, these are the interfaces available. Here I see the LO, that's the loopback. And then I have the Docker 0, and I have the Ethernet 0. All right. So I will capture the traffic that's going through my Ethernet 0 here. So that's ETH0, this interface. All right. So I go sudo TCP DOM -I. So that's Ethernet 0 -S. So the -S switch, that is the snap where we have to specify the snap length, the snapshot length of the packets. So, and that ranges between 0 to 65535. Right? So that's 65,535 between these two numbers, 0 and 65,335. Right? But here we're going to use the smallest snap length. All right, the snapshot length, the smallest. So once we go with the smallest, that will allow us to capture the protocol information, where this is what we are going to do. We're going to use 0, all right? So, and then -w, lowercase w, this will allow us to write the outcome of the TCP DOM to a file, all right? So, and then I'll have to give the file name, which is I'm going to put http dump lab5 lab05 dot pcap. All right. So this will listen to interface Ethernet 0, and then it's going to capture the traffic and write it to this file, http dump lab05.pcap. And where is it going to be saved? It's going to be saved under lab5 here, under the ACT home directory. All right. So just to have it short, let's do this. I will go to the Chromium browser, which is the web browser here, and I will go to this website. So the website is using http, it's a colon // www dot webscantest.com, and I'm going to go straight to the login page. All right, login.php. Here, I'm going to hit enter. All right, so we don't have internet connection. Glad this has happened. So, or let me just test it with another website. Maybe, oh, here, I think I got it here. But it's a web scan, WEB. This one here. Web scan. webscantest.com. All right, so here it is. Good. So we're gonna put the username admin and password admin as well. All right, admin. So before I hit login, I would like to go to the terminal, and I hit enter there. I could have done this before, right? So and then it will capture. So now it's capturing the traffic that's going through Ethernet 0, right? So now here I'm going to hit enter. So I'm already logged in. See here. Click anywhere just to have more traffic there. And then I'm just going to close the browser or just leave it. Gonna go back to the terminal. And here I will hit Control C, right, to stop it. Control C. Now it has been stopped. Now if I go to Lab5 directory and I show the content or list the content of it, I should see the http dump lab5 lab05.pcap, right? I should see that, and which is just right here, right? So now let me just go back here to the lab and see what is. So we did this. We just show that. All right. So now we are going to open the HTTP dump lab05 with Wireshark. Right. Let's do that. So I'm just going to say Wireshark HTTP dump lab05.pcap. I'm going to open that. Right. So this is what we have captured. So now we are interested in, according to the lab, in the HTTP, right? Traffic. So now here I have just used the filter to filter the HTTP, and in the HTTP we are interested in the post, right? If you remember that we started that with just logged in, right? So post just right here, and now if we go to um, in CSF 3203, if you took that course, you guys did a lot of Wireshark and how to use the filter and how to answer questions related to um, Wireshark, right? So now here, because this is uses HTTP, it's an encrypted data, so you should be able to show the username and the password that we have used and all these here, right? And because it's a form, we fill the form. That's where we enter the username and password, right? So if we go here, then you can easily see a lot of good sensitive information from here, right? So let's go back to the lab. I'm not answering anything here, so because that's where what you're supposed to answer in the lab and all these here, these type of questions, right? So that is task one. We did part A and part B. So here part C, it's asking now to view the HTTPS capture. You have to capture HTTPS, and we know that now, if not all, most of the websites, they are secure and they're using HTTPS, right? Such as Gmail, Yahoo, Hotmail, or Cisco, right? So that's for the NetAcat, right? If you took the CIN 2103 and you have your valid username and password, you can try that, or you can try it with your Gmail personal, with your personal Gmail account or Yahoo or Hotmail, and put your username and password, capture it using TCP dump, the same thing. That's what we did there. Name the file any name that you like, or just call it um, um, HTTPS DOM Lab05, right? So call it that, and um, capture the traffic, open it with Wireshark, and answer these questions here. All right. So that is about part task one, part C, and now we're going to move on to task two. Okay, so in task two, we are going to analyze captured file. That's a PCAP file using Wireshark. Okay, first we have to download the lab5.pcap file from lab5 folder in Blackboard Learn and BB Learn. Okay, so and then to your local machine, and then your to your PC, all right, or your laptop, whatever that you're using. So download that file from Lab5 folder, then email it to yourself. Then you are going to open your email from Security Onion, download that file and put it in Lab5 directory under the HCT homes directory, right? And then you're going to open that file with the with Wireshark. So here, this is the file that you need to download. Is under Lab5. So under the course labs folder, which is just right here. All right, you click here, then you click on Lab5. Then you need to download this, right? So click download, save it. So I'm gonna save it here and open it and show the folder. I'm just gonna copy it. If you go to your email for example, is gonna, use any email. You can use your personal email, like a Gmail or Hotmail, right? These here. It's going to put my email, paste that here, and I'm just gonna call it lab 05.pcap. Know it? I'm gonna email it. Right? Go back here to security onion. I'm gonna just go to the browser. So if you use your Hotmail or your Gmail account, so you have to go to that email service provider website and download it from there. So I use my ACT. So this is what I'm going to use here: webmail.act.ac.ae. All right. So I'm gonna hit enter. I'm gonna use email here. And right, so I go here to my folder, and this is it. Here, I'm gonna open that, and this is the file. Here, I'll download it. Right, now I'll minimize this, and I go to the terminal. Right, I go ls, download. Okay, here, home, ACT, downloads. All right, so and I see right here. This is it. So I'm gonna copy this one and put it in Lab05. So CP. So you can copy or move it, right? So let's move it, just like cut and paste, right? MV home ACT downloads and then lab05.pcap. Oops, sorry, the destination is missing. So I'm just going to, I'll show you the shortcut. Look here, just dot. So that's copy that and paste it right here, the dot. All right, so you can do that, or you can put the path. So now if I do ls, I should see the lab05. Okay, so whenever that you are in the current directory, if you want to copy something from somewhere to the current directory, your working current directory, you just use the dot. That will move it there. All right, so now let's open this with Wireshark. I'll say Wireshark lab05.pcap. So I'm going to open it with, or you can use the GUI. So you can open Wireshark and then you say open from the file here. You click on file and then you see open, and here file, and then open, and then you browse to the lab05 directory, right? So now this is the file that we are trying to examine or to analyze. So let's just see the lab instructions, and then we're going to come back to the Wireshark. Right, so here, so now we opened it. They ask us some questions here. We need to answer all these questions related to that file. All right. So this is about task 2. So here the first question asking you what was the username and password used in the FTP session. So that means you have to use your Wireshark skills that you have learned in previous courses, and you know what's FTP and how to find out and how to use the filter. You know, you see here, you see these here, FTP traffic, and then you just need to um, you might need to follow the TCP streams and all these so you can answer some uh, questions from there. All right. That's it about this part here. And let me just go back here to the lab again to see. I know that we have task 3. Then in the next part, task, we're going to talk about the network miner. So now let's talk about task 3, which is about network miner. So what is network miner? Network miner is a network forensic analysis tool that can be used as a passive network sniffer, which is used as a packet capture as well, right? Packet capture tool that can detect operating systems, host names, open ports, and sessions, right? So let's see how to access Network Miner. So if you go here and then just type Network Miner, see it here, click on it. So we are going to use the PCAP file that we have captured before using the TCP dump, which is again, it's under Lab05 directory, right? So I'm just going to go here. This is HCT home directory. Right? If I go here, Lab5, and then I have the HTTP DOM Lab5 lab05.pcap. This is what I'm going to open. Highlight it, open it. So now the file is open. So here you can get a lot of information, as I said before, such as the operating system, the host name, the open ports, and other sessions, right? So here, if I go back to the lab, these are the steps that we just did. And this is what we see here. So now you have to navigate on different tabs of Network Miner, right, to discover what are these tabs used for, and you can answer then these questions, right? So here. So if the first question is about webscantest.com, that's what we have used before to capture the traffic using the TCP dump, right? So, and then you can answer these related questions to this website here. Also, again, it's the operating system, right? That's what we can be answered also as well. And do not forget to answer these questions also at the end of the lab here. If I go here, so this is the that session about the webscantest.com, right? So if I highlight here, then I can see a lot of information here. Open TCP ports, this can be found here. Sessions, coming sessions, and all these here, right? So you need to navigate through different tabs here, and you have to expand. You can search also here. You can do a filter that you can sort, right? If you need to, just like a Wireshark, when you use a filter to narrow or sort down the search result. Right. I think that's it, and I hope this has been informative. and I would like to thank you for viewing.